Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another episode of News Dose, where I give you all of the latest gaming news. And today we have a lot to go through, but as always, I will try to make this as quick as possible. Nintendo released a brand new game last night, and they also have some new information on one of their biggest franchises coming tomorrow, and now fans are speculating on what all of this means. So we will go over that here in just a moment. Plus, we got another tease on that big Xbox Series X event coming next month in July, and it's sounding really good. Also, what is going on with Sega and Xbox? They may not be making a new console together, but their relationship seems really tight right now, and this is good news for Xbox fans, and I will explain why here in just a bit, so don't go anywhere just yet. As always though, let's first go over some of the quick news, starting off with Madden 21. So yes, there were some new details today regarding the newest installment to Madden, but this may have a bigger effect on gaming as a whole, or at least on PC. And you're probably wondering why. Well, Madden for the first time ever is heading over to Steam on PC. Now, why is that so important though? Well, the thing is, EA also recently announced that EA Access will be heading over to Steam along with several of EA's biggest games, including Mirror's Edge, Battlefield 5, Apex Legends, and the list goes on and on. Now that is big considering EA took all of their games off of Steam back in 2011 in favor of using their own storefront, EA Origin. Now EA Origin isn't really terrible or anything like that, but the thing is, it's not nearly as popular as Steam. And Steam is a better service all around. Now though, with EA putting their games on Steam, many fans are asking the question, what does that mean for EA Origin? Will it just disappear? And no, I don't think it will necessarily disappear completely, but rather I think that they will go a similar route as to what Microsoft did. Microsoft exclusively put Xbox games on the Microsoft Store for a very long time, and fans, they just did not like it. And now that they're releasing their games on Steam, big surprise, they're selling much more. In fact, Sea of Thieves just released on Steam to a lot of success, and it was the best-selling game last week on Steam, I do believe. The concurrent players even hit like 63,000, which means it likely sold several 100,000 copies. That's the type of exposure Steam gives you. Sea of Thieves has been around for a few years now, including on PC and Xbox Game Pass for PC, but still hundreds of thousands of people more than likely bought Sea of Thieves in its first couple weeks on Steam. That's very impressive, so now these EA games will get very similar exposure. Like, I do understand where these big publishers are coming from, because Steam does take a pretty big cut of the profit with like 30% or something, but if you don't release on Steam, you're just not going to sell to as many players. But most importantly, PC fans can now have a better experience with the loads of features Steam offers you. Now, I still wish that EA would port Madden to the Switch, but I'll take this for the time being. Moving on, Square Enix announced a brand new Kingdom Hearts game today by the name of Melody of Memory. Yeah, there was some leaks over the last few days that this could possibly happen, but still, this was kind of a surprise. Not necessarily because Square Enix announced a new Kingdom Hearts game, but rather it's because it's a rhythm action game. This is all based off the fantastic Kingdom Hearts soundtrack, and truthfully, I would consider the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack to be among the best in the entire game industry. It really is that good, so having a rhythm-based game for Kingdom Hearts is actually kind of cool. I know not everybody loves rhythm games, but I think this was a good choice. Now, the announced platforms are pretty interesting as well because it is coming over to the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the Nintendo Switch in 2020. You don't even have to wait that long to play it as it is a 2020 game, but yeah, it's coming to the Nintendo Switch. This would be the first Kingdom Hearts game on the Switch, which is both a cool thing and, well, kind of annoying. Yesterday, I talked a lot about how Atlas is kind of weird with their releases, and Persona should just be a multi-platform game across all the consoles, but I also feel the same way with Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts absolutely should be available on the Switch. Now, there may be a debate that Kingdom Hearts 3 would struggle on the Switch visually, and okay, fine, I get you, but we don't really have an excuse for Kingdom Hearts the Collection not being on the Switch. I mean, come on Square Enix, make this happen. Bring Kingdom Hearts over to the Switch. In the meantime, let's look forward to Melody of Memory. And while we're talking about Nintendo, we do have a few Nintendo Switch related announcements. The first one was a complete surprise because the Switch has a brand new game developed by Nintendo themselves. Yeah, they just completely shadow dropped this one out of nowhere, but it's not really the type of game you would think it is. See, it's actually a workout type game by the name of Jump Rope Challenge, and it's completely 100% free of charge. Yeah, that's right, you can go download this right now, but this is actually very smart by Nintendo. So one big hit for the Switch this generation has been Ring Fit Adventure, and in fact it's practically been sold out everywhere for the last couple months. I mean, as soon as it comes back in stock, it sells out shortly after. Now, Ring Fit Adventure was always a big time seller, much like Wii Fit, if you remember that game. But now that people are stuck at home, and most gyms are shut down, well yeah, people are turning to Ring Fit Adventure. And I'm sure Nintendo have noticed that, hence the little game, Jump Rope Challenge. Sure, it may not be the biggest game in terms of production value, but it's actually very beneficial to the style of life people have adapted to here recently. So yeah, you can go download Jump Rope Challenge and use your Joy-Con controllers for a creative little workout. I would say that's an overall great thing, and kudos to Nintendo here. Very smart and generous being free to play. Now, as for the other bit of Nintendo news, Pokemon has some kind of an event tomorrow morning airing 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 9 p.m. Eastern. The Pokemon company simply said that they have news to share, and of course they will be showing off their first Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion, Isle of Armor. That is releasing tomorrow after all, so it makes sense that they would market it through this new presentation of theirs, though there could be a debate that they should have done this presentation about a week ago, but that's for another topic. The thing is though, a lot of fans think that there may be another big announcement at this event, and some even believe that there will be a Diamond and Pearl remake here. Now honestly, I think the chances of that are very slim, but I would be thrilled if it did end up happening. I've liked this new trend of Game Freak going back and remaking their older Pokemon games, and there are some nods towards Diamond and Pearl in Sword and Shield, so there is a real possibility that they could work on said remake. Will it be at this presentation though? Probably not, but I could see something like Pokemon Sleep showing up there. That was announced a long time ago and just never really popped up again, so maybe that finally gets a full reveal here. I mean, unless it got cancelled, they have to show it at some point, right? Either way though, as a Pokemon fan, I'll be excited to see what they have to show tomorrow, and better yet, I'm ready to play that Sword and Shield expansion. Hopefully you're looking forward to that as well. Moving on though, let's talk about Xbox because we have a few things here. If you've been looking forward to Grounded developed by Obsidian Entertainment, that is available to download for anybody who has the Xbox Insider program. You can actually download that right now and play it through June 22nd. I'm not really sold on that game quite yet, so I'll have to check this one out for myself, and you can do the same if you want. That's not all though, because Xbox and Sega have been very buddy-buddy recently. I mean, their partnership has gotten so strong that there was a huge rumor of the two working on a Japanese Xbox console, the Sega Series X. Obviously that did not turn out to be true, but without a doubt, the two do seem very close, so much so that Sega is specifically promoting Xbox Game Pass on Twitter now. That type of thing does not usually happen from big third-party publishers, but here you're seeing Sega give a big nod to Xbox Game Pass with this promotional piece. And that does make sense as Sega has been a big supporter of Xbox Game Pass. Yakuza 0 launched day one into Xbox Game Pass, as well as Yakuza Kiwami, and the sequel will be coming here soon as well. Also, Alien Isolation, 2 Point Hospital, and Football Manager have all been on Xbox Game Pass, and Sega seems very happy with all this. Even Streets of Rage 4 launched into Xbox Game Pass, and even though it wasn't published by Sega themselves, I'm pretty sure Sega owns the Streets of Rage franchise. And when you look at a game like Yakuza, which has never been on an Xbox console before, and in fact it has been a PlayStation console exclusive until this year, it launched right into Xbox Game Pass. And not just one title, but 3 separate games, 0, Kiwami 1, and 2. Then also Yakuza 7 is a next-generation Xbox Series X exclusive. Now it will be available on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One as well, but it has yet to be announced for the PlayStation 5, and this is known as a PlayStation exclusive franchise. Now, hopefully it does get announced for the PlayStation 5 as well, because I do think that everybody should get to enjoy this game, but it goes to show you what kind of relationship the two has now. And for any Xbox Game Pass owner, I think that is very exciting. The reason I say that is because I think that Sega is going to start releasing even more games into Xbox Game Pass. Hey, maybe we can get something like Sonic Mania. That would be a great addition, but I don't think it will stop there either. Xbox without a doubt needs more Japanese support, and it looks like Sega may be a big supporter of Xbox Next Generation. Let's just hope that they don't skip out on releasing games for the Xbox Series X. Example being Sakura Wars, which did skip the Xbox One unfortunately. What do you think though? Do you think that Sega will start releasing even more games into Xbox Game Pass? Let me know in the comments below. With that said, we do have one last topic, and this is in regards to the Xbox Series X event in July. So last week, Insider Shinobi said that the Xbox was bringing the heat in July and that they are going to show a lot of games there. Of course, this is the first-party studio event, so this isn't like a bunch of third-party stuff or independent games like they showed last month. This instead is their own in-house games, and Shinobi is about as legit as they come from insiders, so it looks like this really is going to be a big event for Xbox. Well, now Benji Sells, another very respected insider, is saying that people are in for a rude awakening in July with these Xbox Has No Games narrative. He clearly knows something, and it sounds very exciting. But that's just more reason to be excited about this event. It's not going to be another small event like last month. They're bringing some big games. Now, as to what these games are, Halo Infinite will obviously be there. You might have Perfect Dark, a new Fable game, Forza 8, you have Hellblade 2, Everwilds, maybe some new IPs as well, whatever Obsidian and inXile is working on. They're both working on a big AAA RPG. You also have Double Fine, which is working on a big AAA game themselves. And yeah, they just have a lot of studios, most of which are working on multiple games. It's hard to tell what we'll see there, but I do think it's going to surprise a lot of people. The Xbox Series X is certainly not going to be in the same situation as the Xbox One. They have more studios than they have ever had, they have a better budget, and most importantly, they have better leadership. I do think that the Xbox has a bright future, but I do want to note here, I think that all gaming fans will be happy next generation. Whether you buy the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, the Nintendo Switch, or simply all three of them, I think that there will be great games on every single device. It's just a good time to be a gamer. Anyways though, that's it for this episode, but if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the bell notification and subscribe button for more content just like this. Peace out.